Hey guys, it's Bree. So in today's video we're going to go over our October TBR, guys. It is finally that time of the month that it's time to choose our October TBRs. I will say, I think October is probably the only month out of the year that I can literally look at all of the books on my single TBR and actually choose what I want to read, because I feel like October, of course, has a specific type of setting, type of vibe to it that only certain books I feel like can fulfill it. So in my TBR, I'm not really a horror or thriller type of person, to be honest. So for me, it's more about cozy and everything else like that, and also paranormal. I love me some paranormal stuff in here. So we have some murder mysteries, guys. We have some paranormal in here, and we also have some dark romances that I feel like are gonna be good for the month of October. If you hear a noise, my brother is currently in the shower right now, so if you hear that, ignore it. It's fine. But we do have a good amount of books on this TBR that I feel like would be great for the month of October for what I like to read in general. I will say one of these doesn't really have the spooky vibes. We'll go over in a minute. And then I will say I did find some books from last month's TBR that I did not get to that really go well with what I want for the October month. So I ended up putting those in here as well. So let's go ahead, let's jump right into what we're reading for the month of October. So the first one I have is actually one that's not really, it's not a murder mystery. It just has mystery elements to it, but it's not like a murder mystery or spooky mystery by any means. But I really want to get to this book because I read the first book last month and I really want to read the second one. And it's Masquerade of the Heart by Katie Rose Poole. It took me forever, to be honest, to read the first book, which I don't know why I keep doing that to myself, because the first book was actually pretty good. I will be talking about it in my September wrap up, but I really wanted to get into this one, especially after the ending of the last one. And this will be probably my audiobook pick for the month as well, because I read the first one on audio. I did listen already, to be honest, to the first couple of chapters, and I'm kind of hooked. I'm really excited to see what goes on with this. And this one is the beautiful All Crate edition, so I'm so excited to get into this one. And like I said, it's also going to be helping me complete a duology that I'm in the middle of, because this one is just a duology. I'm very excited about that. And then we have the 3 books that I carried over from last month. So the first book I ended up carrying over from last month was Wretched by Emily McIntyre. This one is dark romance, of course, and it is inspired by, I believe, The Wizard of Oz. I think she is like the mastermind behind her crime family, and then he is an undercover DEA agent. I really wanted to get to this one last month, but I wasn't able to, but I feel like it is good to have for the month of October, because like I said, dark romance, I feel like it's October wrapped in no matter what, because dark romance can be a little crazy sometimes. So I'm very excited about this one, and hopefully we end up enjoying it. And like I said, it's also the 3rd book in a series I'm in the middle of, so that will help me out as well. The next book I decided to carry over was Manslaughter Park by Taraza Price. I never know how to pronounce her name. Is it Taraza? Taraza Price? I have no idea. But this is the 3rd book in the Jane Austen murder mystery series, guys. I absolutely adore this series. Like I said, I have never read a Jane Austen book in my life, but I really do like these. These are very cozy murder mysteries, so I'm really excited about this one. I know this one probably gonna be my next book pick, because I really want a cozy mystery right now, to be honest, after reading so much romance last month and everything like that. I'm very excited for this one, and I believe this is the last book in the series as well. I could be wrong, because I really do not remember if there's any more books in this series. I don't think there is, at least for now. I know there's not any more, so that I think is the last book of the series as well. And the next book I ended up carrying over is Fox Club by Annalyn Grace. Because why, guys? It's a book and a series I'm in the middle of. 2, it's a book I really, really want to read. And 3, it has all the elements I'm looking for. It has our paranormal. It has death in it. It also has a murder mystery. It has everything we need, guys, for the month of October to keep us hooked. So I'm very excited about this one, especially because I do have Wisteria, and I'm very excited for Wisteria as well. So we need to get into this one soon. It needs to be read soon. We have that one on our list again. So those are the ones, like I said, either like we carried over for last month, and a lot of them, like I said, are in series that I'm in the middle of that is helping me. But let's get into the standalones that I have really quickly, because I do have a good amount of standalones that we can get through for the month. So the first one I have is The Second Death of Eddie and Violet Vaughn by Amanda Glaze. This one is paranormal type of like ghost. They're mediums, I believe. It deals with spirits, it deals with everything like that I feel like is perfect for the month of October. And this one was on my TBR a couple months ago, but I was not able to get to it. But I feel like like I said, October is the perfect month for this, so I'm very excited to get into this one. I don't really know much about this, but I am very, very excited for it no matter what. So I think there probably is mystery in here as well, which is very exciting. So we got that one on the list. The next one I have is one that I'm so disappointed in myself, only because this has been on my TV like officially for a year. I've had this book for a year and I did not read it, only because I wanted to wait for October, because this one is the ultimate, in my opinion, October kind of spooky vibe book that I have on my TBR, and that is A Multitude of Dreams by Mara Rutherford. I believe, if I am not wrong, this is Edgar Allan Poe inspired. We all know Edgar Allan Poe. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna put one of his poems on my TBR. I could still read it. I literally have a collection of his bind-ups up there. But this one I believe is Edgar Allan Poe inspired, and I waited a whole year to put it back onto my TBR because it is the perfect book for October. So this one is going to be high on my list to read this month because, like I said, I've had it for too long and I know it's going to be the perfect story to have for the month. So I'm very, very pumped about this one. Very, very excited. And the next book I ended up having, of course, is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. It is paranormal, guys. It's paranormal romance. We have a vampire and a werewolf. I believe this is an arranged marriage or a marriage to convenience and everything like that. And I'm so, so excited for this. I really, really am. And I've been wanting to get back into Ali Hazelwood for a little bit. And it looks like probably a little bit more of a shorter book too. And it's also romance. So we're very happy about that. And then next we have, okay, so this one, I'm not gonna lie, this is the only book I allowed to buy for this month specifically. I am on a good book buying band right now, guys. I'm only buying books of series that I'm in the middle of, or whatever pre-orders I have coming in, and that's it. That's the only thing I've been really buying for the last couple of months. But this one I allowed only because this book, of course, is perfect for October, and two, it's the second book. Technically, I think it is like a standalone series by this author, because I read the first book last, and I absolutely loved it, and that's My Vampire Plus One by Jenna Levine. I read My Roommate is a Vampire last year, and I absolutely loved it. It is literally such a funny, cozy type of like paranormal type of romance. It is so funny to me, and whenever I found out she was coming out with another book, I was so pumped and I was so excited. So I ended up getting it, and of course I had to put it on this TBR because I really want to read it. I got through the first book actually really fast, so I feel like I should probably get through this one. This one, I believe they're fake dating. Yeah, I believe they are fake dating, and it sounds really funny to me, to be honest. So I'm really excited about this one, and really pumped to read it for the month as well. And then the last two books, guys. These two are actually books of series that I'm going to be starting. One's a trilogy, and one has about 6 books in the series. You're gonna realize in a minute why I put these books on my TBR, because they give off October in general. So going off of paranormal and like type of comedy vibes with these ones that we have another one. So that's Butcher and Blackbird by Brennan Weaver. This one is, I've heard, is a dark romance comedy. Like, it's supposed to be a little bit more like a rom-com with dark romance in it, which I actually think is really interesting concept, and I'm really I feel like I'm gonna really end up enjoying this. I think it's very interesting. Will I be scared? I'm kind of intimidated by this one. This one is one I am intimidated going into, but I'm also really excited. And like I said, it is the start of a series for me. I really want to do a series I'm in the middle of type of video, which I really need to get to, but it's because I'm going through so many series right now. Like, I'm either catching up on series that I have, or I'm finishing series that I haven't really gone down to actually sit down and film it. I need to do that soon though, before I start more series and stuff like that. But this is one that I've been wanting to read for a while, so we ended up putting it on this TBR. We ended up putting it on this list because, like I said, it's good for the month. I feel like it has the right type of elements that we need. Excuse me, guys. Heartburn, like always. I hate heartburn. Does everybody else get heartburn constantly like I do? I think it's just because I have really bad acid reflux, and I have a sweet tooth. one, I have a sweet tooth, and two, I love spicy food, so it makes sense why it happens so often. But this last book, I decided to put on this TBR. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to put it on last month's TBR, but I didn't do it because I'm like, you know what, this book will be perfect for the month of October, because everybody talks about it, especially if you read the series. Everybody talks about it being October literally based because of Devil's Night. And if you know what Devil's Night is, you know I'm talking about Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. Okay, so this one was also on my TBR a couple months ago, and I didn't read it only because I didn't get a chance to get into it, but also I am very intimidated by this book, guys. Not because of the size. It's not because of the size. It's just that so much crap happens in this series in general. As you can see, I have the rest of the Devil's Night series behind me, and it's a series that I've been wanting to start for a while. But I'm just so scared because I'm afraid I'm not gonna like it. Actually, I don't know. I feel like Corrupt is what I'm the most scared to go into, because a lot of people say they don't like Michael. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll see going into this. I do enjoy Penelope Douglas's other series I read by them, and I do love. I think I read the Fallen Away. Is it Falling Away or Fallen Away? The Fallen Away series. Or Fall Away series by Penelope Douglas. I read that one, and I read Birthday Girl, which I absolutely adored that one, but this one is way more crazier compared to everything else. So I'm very, very, very scared, but I'm ready to get into it. Will I read? I'm kind of actually scared that I'm going to want to read this whole series in a month, which isn't too bad, I will say. I'm fine with it if I do read the whole series in a month, but I'm afraid that I'm going to be binged on these books, and there's so many other books on my TBR that I want to get to. But anyways, we have her. She's on the list, guys, and that is exactly what I have compiled for my October TBR. Like I said, I have dark romance, I have paranormal, and everything like that. I feel like this is a good TBR to have. I will say, there are some books on here that I really wanted to put here, but I feel like I wasn't going to get to them, so I didn't. But I will say, I do have a good amount that I will probably read if I'm not in the mood for any of these, which I'm pretty sure I will be, because a lot of these are exactly what I need. So, let's go ahead and do a quick recap, oh my gosh, of all the books that are on my October TBR. It's only 10 books too, so it's not too bad of a list. We'll see going through this if we can get to them. So of course we have Masquerade of the Heart by Katie Rose Poole. This is the second book in the Garden of the Cursed duology. We have Wretched by Emily McIntyre, which is the third book in the Never After series. We have Manslaughter Park by Tyler Price, which is the third book in the Jane Austen Murder Mystery series. Then we have Foxglove by Annalyn Grace, which is the third book in the Belladonna trilogy, which, like I said, I'm very pumped about. We have The Second Death of Eddie and Violet Bond by Amanda Grace. Oh my goodness. That one I'm excited for as well, like I said. And then we have A Multitude of Dreams by Mara Rutherford. This one needs to be read this month, no matter what. No matter what, that one needs to be read. If I don't read it, slap me in the face. Literally fight me. Then we have Allie Hazelwood, Bride, which is also one I'm very excited for this month. We have My Vampire Plus One by Jenna Line, also one I specifically wanted for the month of October. Then we have Butcher and Blackbird by Brennan Weaver. Yes, Brennan Weaver, which is the first book in the Rumorous Love trilogy. I'm actually very excited because I believe the second book is out. I don't know if the third book is out, but I'm ready to read the rest of the series, to be honest, if I end up loving that one. And then we have Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, guys. So this book, this TBR is action-packed in my opinion. We have some good reads on here. We have some crazy reads in my opinion as well, to see what we get through for the month. So that is the month of October's TBR, guys. Let me know down below which books I should be prioritizing. What is your TBR looking like? Is it spooky? Is it crazy? Or is it just whatever you want to read, guys? Let me know down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. We shall see how Corrupt goes. Alright guys, bye.